I think that was sort of the dream all along, was to start our own farm. And I think it's true for a lot of people in the farming world. There's just a lot to be said for owning your own business and being able to have the farm be a reflection of you and your values and how you make decisions and who you are. So the decision to start our own farm, I think, was just easy. We had planned to do it all along, and I think that's really gratifying in the end.
Skinny Dip Farm has been around for 5 years. We're certified organic. We're very diverse in terms of both our crops and our marketing. We grow really a little bit of everything in the organic vegetable category, but a little bit of a specialty in salad greens and winter storage crops. And we also do cut flowers and some chicken.
It was a lot of work starting the farm. Our first year, we made a lot of purchases. We came in with a fair amount of working capital, and we'd also been saving for years with the idea of starting our own farm. We spent about $35,000 just on equipment, and it gets hard to write those checks after a while when you hadn't even brought any money in yet.
So I've been working with Skinny Dip for about 3 years. And, obviously every business faces their own challenges, but they seem so strong in their business savvy and what they know and what they don't know. But I think the thing that they really struggled with was how to grow and how to understand their numbers to make strategic decisions.
When we started the farm, we, like a lot of people, did not want to have loans hanging over our heads. We were going to continue along on that track, but in our 3rd season, we met with the Carrot Project during a networking meeting.
The Carrot Project is a nonprofit organization based in Massachusetts. We work in Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, New York, and Connecticut. And we are looking to help farmers and food processors be economically viable. So to do that, we provide loans and business assistance and other types of training to support that goal.
They have helped us with long-term cash flow projections, and they've given us mentoring in terms of starting to use QuickBooks, and that's been very helpful.
One of their investors actually reached out to us and offered us a loan on extremely good terms that took us a little by surprise. And we initially turned it down, then quickly changed our minds when we realized what it would allow us to do. In our first 2 seasons, we borrowed greenhouse space, and we were able to take advantage of that loan to put in a heated propagation greenhouse.
It didn't even occur to them that they could get financing to buy a greenhouse. And a greenhouse obviously can really ramp up your production. It can extend the season. It gives you an opportunity for winter cropping and so on. And they just didn't even think that they could afford a greenhouse until they could save money for it. So, we started by getting their books in order so that we could see where they were, and then we could start to project out what we thought they could do in the future. And with the ability to project, we could say, yeah, I think you can afford a loan.
Usually we have interactions with a farm for 6 to 18 months prior to them ever asking for a loan or requesting a loan. And so when they come into the door and they're ready to ask for a loan, in addition to kind of establishing a relationship with us or another lender, we really want them to have a clear intent and goal around what they're trying to accomplish. Why do they want the money? What are they going to do with it? How do they think it's going to help their business or improve it, or could be just to maintain their business?
When entrepreneurs go to banks for loans, they're usually looking at 5 C's.
The 5 C's of farm finance are character, capacity, capital, collateral, and conditions.
Lenders want to know, is the farmer experienced, organized, and dependable? What's the farmer's ability to repay a loan via business profitability, cash flow, and personal resources? What is the farmer's net worth and liquidity, both in terms of personal and business assets? What is the value and useful life of the farmer's pledged collateral, like land or equipment? And finally, what is the intended purpose for the loan, and what local conditions could affect the farmer's business?
Just talking with them, to get their impressions of our work together and knowing how much of an impact it had to be able to do a cash projection or a budget, and they really get it and they feel empowered about their businesses, and that is just so wonderful.
If I was able to offer advice to new farmers starting out, it would be to keep good records, both field records, know what you've harvested, what you sold, what does well, and also financial records. That's what's going to help you be successful in future seasons.
So in 5 years' time, I think our goal is to still be farming, still be profitable, but work a little less hard at it, spend a little bit more time with our kids, actually go to all the school events and things like that, you know, really participate in life, not just work all the time.